And then the kicker, what was that? To lose the game like that, woo! Brock Purdy threw the ball. When I looked at it first, I was like, is that double coverage? Did y'all see Kyle Shanahan's face when he missed the second one? It wasn't even missed, it got blocked. Kyle Shanahan's face was that mother. I'm looking at you, Tariq Woolen, but I trust Jake Tonges. Yo, I don't know how to feel when you look at what the San Francisco 49ers did last night, did yesterday, around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's a little funky to think about this team. Because they come out into the game and they score on the first drive, and then what? Wait till the fourth to score again? I mean, Kyle. But then we have to give credit to the Seahawks for playing defense. And then what? Showing no offensive stability? Like, NFC West be on some... Yo, what's wrong with the NFC West, man? What's wrong with the NFC West? These guys, the Seahawks came out. We got two-back formation. We're going to do this, that, and the third. Couldn't do none of it. The 49ers came out. Everybody's healthy. We're going to have our offense back. We're going to do this, that, and the third. Didn't happen. And then the kicker, what was that? Did y'all see Kyle Shanahan's face when he missed the second one? It wasn't even missed. It got blocked. Kyle Shanahan's face was that mother. He's cut. He's cut. He's cut. Jake Moody, tread lightly, my friend. Tread lightly. You out here missing easy shots. I mean, oh. But let's break down the San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Game 1, division rivalry. That's how it's supposed to happen. I think the NFL should open every week 1 with divisional rivalry because those games are just different. They're gonna give us a different feel than the games will next week. The games next week won't feel like these. And it's simply because divisional rivalries, you know who you're facing. You faced them 2 times a year last year. You know what this match is about to be. You know how you're going to feel. You know what's going to hurt in the next morning. Well, the San Francisco 49ers and the Seahawks, while there are a lot of new additions, the rivalry stays the same. While there is a new quarterback in San Fran, the rivalry stays the same. Yeah, there's no Debo, there's no Ayuk. The rivalry stays the same. Now, one person that knew that yesterday was Robert Saleh, but we're going to get to you, Saleh. We're going to get to you. Y'all see the victory colors in the back. Shout out to San Fran for winning the game. But what? What's the name? Jake Tonges? Tariq Woolen is sick. Tariq Woolen is sick. There is nothing sicker in football when you know you got to play and you see it. And then all of a sudden, you didn't go get the play. You let somebody make a play on you. Tariq Woolen is a playmaker since his rookie year, and he let this guy, Jake Tonges. He let Jake Tonges come out here and steal a pick. That play was crazier than Josh Allen's play at the end of the day where Keon Coleman's out here making the catch. Thank God it tipped up in the air. That play is crazier than that because we watched Tariq Woolen have the pick, and then we watched Tonges look at him and say, I'll take that. To lose the game like that, woo. But let's get into this breakdown. 49ers offense, step up, please. Brock Purdy in particular. Now, when it comes to the 49ers, the injury bug hit. It hit. Like football, it's always going to hit. The injury bug hits every team. It's just how the game is played. Trent goes down, comes back in. I think who else went down? Fred Warner went down, came back in. We watched Jennings go down. Jennings did not come back. We watched Kittles go down. Kittle did not come back. Well, like I said, this is football. And Brock Purdy, I personally did give you a pass last year because it was so many weapons. You were not set up for this, but you still had CMC yesterday. You still had a rookie receiver that you were supposed to build chemistry with in the offseason. So Brock Purdy, it was still on you to win that game. And Brock Purdy said, it is still on me, and I am here to win the game. Brock Purdy came out and threw an interception to start the second half. After having one of the best starts to the season with that first drive scoring a touchdown, Brock Purdy is not able to score going into halftime. Then opens up the second half with an interception. Now, confidence is a big part of playing the quarterback position. Being able to forget, let that understand and learn from it, but don't seep on it. Let that pass. Let that pick pass you by. Brock Purdy did that. Well, then he threw another pick. And this pick was outrageous. Brock Purdy threw the ball. When I looked at it first, I was like, is that double coverage? Brock Purdy just threw the ball in double coverage. I had to rewind it because I like to watch the tape. Then I said, that's triple coverage. Then I said, wait a minute. There's 4 people around the ball. Now, Brock Purdy threw the ball around 4 people. I couldn't help but laugh. I loved it. But there's moments to love and there's things to hate about it. But when it comes to the loving part, I loved watching Brock Purdy be this aggressive passer. I loved watching Brock Purdy say, I got to give somebody a chance on here. I love that Brock Purdy said, you know what? Game's on the line. We need a lead. I haven't scored a touchdown since the first drive. I'm looking at you, Tariq Woolen. But I trust Jake Tonges. I trust Jake Tonges. Kiddo's back up out here making plays, man. Listen, when it comes to Brock Purdy and how he helped with this offense, how he's going to make his money, he's already signed the contract, but now he has to prove and make his money through this contract. Brock Purdy came out game 1 and said, I'm here to win the game. Yes, you guys will, come out about the 2 interceptions and come out and say, maybe he didn't play that well of a game. Brock Purdy took 1 sack. The 1 sack was on a safety blitz. Seattle was one of the best defenses last year and will be better this year. Again, it's week 1. We're supposed to expect a couple of nicks and crannies in the offense and defense. Yes, they're not as the well-oiled machine that they will be by midseason, by the end of the season. But when you need to tough out a win, when you need to just show that heart, that grit, Brock showed it yesterday. Brock showed it and then some. Because to look at him throw that interception and say, oh no, and then to see him say, I got to throw it up there again. If it's a pick, it's a pick. Brock Purdy could have ended the game yesterday with 3 or 4 interceptions. That did not stop him from giving his guys a chance. And Brock Purdy today wakes up. Y'all see the light? Brock Purdy waking up with a smile on his face. We really won that. Tariq Woolen probably didn't sleep. Well, he about to sign a nice little bag with the contract, so he might get a little bit of sleep. But he ain't sleep as well as he would want to. So when we go down and we break down this game, let's break it down the way it needs to be broken down. CMC, welcome back. The engine of the San Francisco 49ers. The engine of the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, he's just a running back. But running backs in 2025 don't just play running back. Christian McCaffrey led the team, and I believe, not yards, but I believe he led the team in receptions because the leader in yards was that guy that Purdy was supposed to make the leader in yards. We expected Brandon Ayuk to not play. We expected that it was going to be Jennings. We expected that it was going to be Kittle. And we expected that it was going to be Ricky Pearsall. To find out that 2 of those names were gone, well, Pearsall, what you got for us? 4 catches over 100. Ricky Pearsall came to play. When they needed a play, Brock went to Ricky. Ricky made the play. When they needed a play and Brock didn't go to Ricky, Brock was out here making plays. It's the one thing that you can't slight about a quarterback is when they need to have the moment, when they need to have the play. Can they make it? How will they make it? It doesn't matter how they make it, as long as they make it. And Brock Purdy answered that bell yesterday. Brock Purdy showed us, hey, I'm still the guy that went to a Super Bowl and ran the NFC. I'm still that guy. Now give me the offense that I need to run around it. And even if a guy goes down or two guys go down that are supposed to be the face of the offense, I can still run this. I can still run this offense. Now, Brock does have some growing to do. Those were two bad interceptions. Christian can run the ball better. Yes. The offensive line can make holes to have better running lanes so that we can actually have a running game. 16 carries for under 100, not Christian McCaffrey numbers. But it's week 1. You guys are giving a little pass, and you guys won, so you guys are good. Offensively, watch the tape, have a couple laughs, be cool about it. Defensively, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Saleh, the man that should have never left in the first place. Yeah, he went to New York. He got a head coaching job, but that was a debacle. To watch what this man did in one offseason with the San Francisco 49ers, I don't know what to call it. Revamped, rebuilt, reloaded. He turned them back to what they were supposed to be. I mean, boy, I'm going to bring out this name right now because I feel like it's going to be the next one of the linebacker duos to hit San Fran. Y'all got Patrick Willis and Navarro. Y'all had Fred and Dre. Now Fred is still here, and this guy D. Winters is flying all over the field. Was D. Winters on the team last year? If D. Winters was on the San Francisco 49ers last year, golly, man, that's development. Because he wasn't playing like that, I don't think. Maybe I wasn't watching enough to know, but I was watching D. Winters yesterday. Damn, they're going to have to pay him. It was week 1. It was week 1. But D. Winters, shout out to you. That whole defense, actually. Shout out to them with Saleh, with the revamping. I mean, it's just how you go about every day. And it just shows that Robert Saleh has a certain niche when it comes to defense that he makes sure that they are after it. The San Francisco 49ers took the lead yesterday, and the Seahawks still had a chance to win. The San Francisco 49ers could not stop Jackson Smith and Jigba, but still found a way to hold the Seattle Seahawks to 13 points. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 9 catches, 124. The San Francisco 49ers could have lost the game if Sam Darnold could have finished that last drive. Well, they wanted a turnover on that last drive. Well, they weren't going to allow that. We got the signature San Francisco 49er defense, where they make a play and the camera cuts to Saleh, and Saleh's high-fiving and smiling and pushing guys. I mean, it looked familiar. And I don't even want that. And let's be clear about this. I don't even want that. I want the San Francisco 49ers to have a good season, but I don't want to see them. I don't want to see Saleh high-fiving and getting a defense amped up to do. Hell no. Did y'all see Nick Bosa yesterday? It's the NFC. So we are going to have to see one of these teams, and I guessed it was going to be the 49ers. Now, I hope I'm wrong. The Rams kind of looked good. But to look at that team and to say, hey, if Kittle comes back, the offense will look a little bit cleaner. If Jennings comes back, the offense just gained one of their best third down reception targets. This offense still has ways to go. But this defense, to where they were last year, has already surpassed to what they're supposed to be looking like this year. This defense will be one of the best defenses in the league. It looks like already. Now, contenders. Will the 49ers be contenders after that 6-11 year they had last year? We're going to let some of the injuries come back, and we'll find out. But I like where they're heading. I like where they're heading, and I believe Kyle's setting them up to have success in this season to see where they can end up at the end. That's San Fran. Seattle. Seattle. Tough break, Seattle. Tough break. Y'all won quarters. Y'all had a chance at the end of the game. This is kind of a new offense, so you guys are still building. But when it comes to Seattle, you guys need certain particulars to kind of set your guys' selves up for this season. The number one particular is get Jackson Smith and Jigba some help, please. I get it. You guys got Cooper Kupp. But the way that the connection, can you say, with JSN and Sam Darnold is not the same with Cooper Kupp and Sam Darnold. I believe the stat is Jackson Smith and Jigba had 124 receiving yards. Sam Darnold had 150 passing yards. That means Sam Darnold threw the ball 150 yards and 124 to one person. That means Cooper Kupp, running backs, tight ends, and the rest of the wide receivers had 26 yards to split amongst them all. Now, it's tough understanding that this is a new offense, and I can understand that. But in an offense where Sam Darnold had Jettas, Sam Darnold had Jordan Addison, Sam Darnold used to give the ball to the running back, Sam Darnold had a TJ Hawkinson. Sam Darnold understands that he needs to spread the ball around because that's going to help open up where he needs to be open. That's going to help open up JSN. That's what helped open up Jettas. It's just to watch him going into this game, it looked great watching him attack with JSN. But to understand that he did not attack with anybody else, you do know everybody has this film now. You do know you're going to have to hit other guys now. It's hard to watch when your quarterback is only eyeing down one guy. This is the NFL. That is very amateur. Now, I'm not coming out here and calling Sam Darnold an amateur. But what I do want to say is you cannot have these amateur moments throughout a whole game. You cannot have these amateur moments throughout a whole game. I would bet all the money in my account that the throw that you were looking for at the end was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it took a little too long. So what happened was Nick Bosa was able to get to you. Well, maybe somebody else was open. Maybe somebody else could make a play. Sam Darnold, y'all had the game right there and your defense played great. This game is on you. This loss is on you. Most of the blame on this loss falls on the quarterback. Now, does he get better? He should. 150 yards, 124 to one person. He should be better than that. Time will tell. Seahawks defense. I just want to give a shout out to Julian Love. I said it. I just want to give a shout out to a safety who got the only sack on his defense. I want to give a shout out to the safety who got 10 tackles on defense. Julian Love, I respected the game for a while. For a little while, you were playing in the slot. You used to play the safety because Diggs was back there and you couldn't really. But boy, playmaker making plays. Julian Love's out here. Out all over the field. Shout out to you. And I know I probably don't need to tell y'all this, but tell Rick Woolen to pick off the ball next time. Y'all should have won that game off defense. Ernst Jones made a great pick. The pick with the four guys, I mean, that was an easy one, but still great. But Rick Woolen, you don't wait for the ball, you go get the ball. And even when you wait for the ball and you get the pick is better when you go get the ball. So go get the ball next time, please. Jake Tonges. This is Blirt TV, man. We're going to work on getting some reactions on these tapes, man. We got to start getting some reactions. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Blirt TV. We going to run it.